Shalom, 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 Israel. This is your boy Joseph back at it once again. Man, look, give me a few minutes. Let me finish doing some couple of things and we finna get into it. Yeah. Your boy is back, man. Look, man. Look, when I do my teaching, I don't do my teaching to make it a religion. One thing people are gonna have to understand about this Bible. This Bible is not a religion like these churches and these camps make it out to be. It's a learning tool, opening to life. Matter of fact, I'm slowly finding out a lot of things. It's gonna be revealed in its due time, though. But for right now, you know what I mean? The Bible is meant to be administered, not how they do it, Christian or church style, is to be administered as academia. One thing it teaches about a person, it teaches about how the world works. And I want to go further, but I'm going to just be quiet because, we have itchy ears. They look me up on Google, but won't just go ahead and look at me while I'm live now. Why? Because they listen to what I have to say. And the funny thing about it is how they use the Bible as religion when it's supposed to be used in academic terms. And I give you an instance right now. Now, to most, the Bible is hard to read, hard to understand. That's in most cases in life. When you about to sign that contract, when you get a big deal, and you about to get ready to sign that contract, if you can master or somewhat pass the levels of this book, you won't get messed around and won't need a lawyer for you to read a contract. You'll fully understand it. That's why the parables are there. Same way they put little clauses in the contracts. And it's all about terminology. Same thing with the Bible. All about terminology. I know. Oh, it sounds so boring. No, you're getting a course. In Jesus Justice League, you getting a real course in Bible and history. I haven't been able to do my history because every time I drop a sermon or a teaching, you got these itchy ears, copy and paste pastors and prophets from camps and churches, ear hustling to see what they can jot down, get to the crowd as if God really working with them, and they don't know they slapping God in the face because they're not respecting the laws. But I ain't get on here just to run my mouth. I got on here to give my people some understanding. But while that, I'm gonna get to the next subject of why I'm here. But I'm gonna give y'all some game. And I want y'all to look this up. I want y'all to watch the whole thing. And then we gonna go back to the other video of Brother Jennings. I have to give him his respect, even though he's a copy and paste preacher or apostle, whatever they want to label this guy. But no further interruptions. Let's see if we can get this on the screen, because y'all got to start observing these guys like they observe y'all, because they learn y'all. You come up there, you ask silly questions, and then they can give you any answer. Y'all got to understand, these church pastors and these so-called Israelite camps, they didn't have time to learn you, but you haven't learned them. You haven't even considered, not once, are they really from God? See, because they everywhere, but they just there to learn people, to learn y'all. Now, this is a video of Geno Jennings right here. Let me make sure it's on the screen. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little piece, but the other one that I send to y'all is just gonna have the same beginning in the little 16-minute video. So thank God you ain't got to watch an hour or something of that. But like I said, I'm not afraid of these guys getting views. That don't matter to me. I want y'all to observe these guys like they observe y'all. So now we're going to hear what Mr. Jennings has to say. Excuse me. But we're going to see what he has to say.
A tree back to a plantation. Your black face with white blood. So, tell me how God gonna do this.
Fair use. I just want to let y'all know this is the main reason why I'm playing this. Now, you'll hear Pastor Jennings admit that Jesus was a black man. But only reason he has to admit that is because of Onesimus. Y'all didn't know he was the last Jesus. I haven't found nobody after him yet. So it's been a long time, man. So basics of this, he gonna admit to a black Jesus, and he gonna turn back around and say, what does it matter? Or, in those sort of words, but I'm gonna let him speak for himself. And that's why I let these men speak for themselves. Because even though you describe everything, you want to see if the people are going to hear it, or they just going to fall and be seduced by it. That's why I'm doing this, because I want you to watch these men, not just Jennings. I want you to watch all these pastors, how they move. Y'all have never gave consideration, not once. How in the hell these men go from preaching to 12 tribes last year to all of a sudden they spiritual? Y'all got to ask y'all got to do y'all observation on this. It's not my job to not make you look like a fool. It's my job to teach you the truth. You gonna have to see if I'm lying or they lying. But anyway, let's finish hearing Brother Jennings out, because I'm gonna give him his respect, like I give a lot of other people they just do respect. You know what I mean? But some don't deserve it at all.
Is he going to take the white part out of you and send it to hell, and then the black part he's going to take into heaven? You said God is all black because the Bible said his hair is like wool. All right?
Which they all had wrong. Now, pardon my, I'm sorry to interrupt, sorry. So we already know this is on the subject of whether Jesus was black or not. But I just want to point out one thing. Notice how he has these women covering their heads when I already made known. And I'm going to break it down for everybody to know, so there'll be no mistake. This is one of the problems I have with Pastor Jennings or Apostle Jennings, whatever they want to call this guy. But my problem is these are not the women that should have their head covered. He has women at his church wearing these man-made hats, garments, scarves, whatever you want to call them, bonnets, whatever. Now, showing you that he's leading these women to err in the word. Now, the word was really talking about the spirit. Now, if y'all go back to the covering for women or the covering or women's covering, my video, you will see I break it down eloquently that these, when it says a woman should be subject, it's not talking about these women. Keep in mind, I want y'all to remember, before we get back to it, Geno Jennings, his sermon is based on color and who God was. Now, back to it. I just want y'all to know this, and we're gonna get back to that. But we know that wisdom was put into man. What came out of man is knowledge and understanding. So if Eve being Adam's rib, man, I go into detail with this, man. If Eve comes out of Adam's rib, or what was put in the man, and God blew the breath of life in man, and it came out, and he put wisdom in man, and what came out is knowledge and judgment, then it is right there. That's the rib of man. You know what I mean? That's the one, your lips. I'm going to break it down. Because he probably going to try to swindle his way. But y'all got to stop being seduced by how these men talk and really understand what's being said. That's the first thing of wisdom. Out of your mouth has to come understanding. He has no understanding. He just reading scriptures that sound good. But we're going to get on that. I ain't going to keep going, but I just say these two things right here. Understanding is thy kinswoman. Thy spouse is the lips. So even though you got that vanity in you that make you want to speak, cover her. That goes for men and women. Not saying they're not on the right path, but they shouldn't be under subjection. Men should be under subjection themselves, especially when it comes to preaching and you don't have the understanding of what you're fully saying. What you're going to see when you see this, and you're going to see the next video coming up. So basically, we done with that. We're going to get back to the video based on whether Jesus was black or not. This was with the Israelite Hebrews now. You see IUIC. So let's get it.
Come here, Brother Campbell. So, his hair like wool, white like wool, white as snow. That's what the book says.
The book says.
The hairs of his head is white like wool, white as snow. They look at the scripture where his feet and his arms and hands like fine brass. They say that's the color of a black man. All right. But what color is his head? It's the language of the scripture that they overlook. And it is this fine detail that I love to see.
That's right.
Listen at the book of Revelation.
Revelation chapter 1, we'll start at verse 13.
Listen.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
In the
one
midst
light,
of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
Listen.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
What is it?
His head
Head
and
is
his
one thing. His head
and his hairs
and his hairs. What color was his head and his hair?
were white,
Like what?
like wool, as white as snow.
That don't mean that God was a white man. But here you got his feet.
And his feet
His feet
like unto fine brass.
as what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So brass, you know, that brassy look. So right then they say God is black. Well, if that means God is black, why is his head white?
That's right. That's right.
Sorry for stopping it, but I just want to say this real quick. Now, he act like he finna break this down for the people. But let's listen.
Don't tell me God got leprosy. And don't tell me God is mixed breed.
That's right.
His feet,
And his feet like unto fine brass.
as what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So brass, you know, that brassy look. So right then they say God is black. Well, if that means God is black, why is his head white?
That's right.
Break it down. Break it down. Break it
That's
down. Give the understanding. Give understanding.
Don't tell me God got leprosy. And don't tell me God is mixed breed.
That's right.
His head
And
is
his
one
hairs-
color, but what?
And his head and his hairs were white like wool,
His head and his hairs is white like wool.
as white as snow.
You see, your scalp can be black, but your hair that comes from the scalp can be different colors. It can be blonde. It can be silver. It can be white. But your scalp, your head
Head.
is covered with skin. So your skin will blend in with your hands. So why isn't God's head brass?
We want to know.
If God is all black.
But tell us.
That's right.
The Bible says what?
His head.
What?
His head.
This part.
Head.
His head.
And his hairs.
Well, he don't have the hairs, but he got the head. All right, brother. His head and his hair
Were white.
white like wool.
Like
his
wool.
head and hairs white
That's right.
like wool, white
Break
as
it down.
snow.
Let us know why.
Then what?
And his feet
And his feet,
like unto fine brass,
whole different color.
as if they burned in the furnace.
Head one color, feet another. You see, God was not concerned with trying to make any race superior to another.
That's right.
Black supremacy is just as rotten as white supremacy. Here we are in the last days. People are dying, killing each other. Women are being raped. Our young children are going to jail, committing murder at 10. Earlier this week in Philadelphia alone, a group of young kids murdered freely for fun a 75-year-old man, beat him down in the street, took a street cone and beat him with other objects, and later on he died, and the youngest one was 10. All this murder, the world is lost, and the only thing you can think of is being black.
Lord.
Wow. Did y'all get that? Israel, did y'all get that? Did he give you understanding? You can watch this whole video and still not really get the understanding of what's being said. So let me see. This is where you'll find it at. You'll find it under Tony Harvin, and you'll the name of the title, Pastor Geno Jennings, IUIC, Hebrew Israelites, purple and gold pajamas, purple gang. But I want to show y'all something else because I think it's important to show this.
Prophecy came to...
Not playing, and just the date on this is July 16th, 2022. Not long ago. Wonder what he was preaching before that. So what we're finna do, just go through the whole video. Video is an hour and 19 minutes. Y'all seen so far, he got to there and he couldn't break down what brass is. He couldn't break down anything. But now we're gonna go to another video of his. Let's see. Let's go to another video of his. And we're going to listen to a little bit of this. So this, let me get it in. So this is a video that's about to pop up on screen. The title is Geno Jennings Archives. That's a lie, because you won't find none of his old stuff here. But you'll find just one sermon. You know, this is just to show the hypocrisy, not only with these camps, but the hypocrisy with these churches. Fair use. Now, I just wanted to say for a second. Now, you know he lying. Now, this goes back to a scripture that, you know, that I once, like, he just brought to remembrance. If you deny my son, then you call God a liar. And paraphrasing. Now, he said Jesus didn't come down, but Jesus was a minister, and Jesus came down in the form of light, in which, yes, Christ comes in the flesh. And you'll find that's another one he don't quite understand. Now, you saying the Father, but then you calling the man Christ, when Christ is the spirit in man that makes man Jesus. So, you know, and I break down in my teachings and Revelations 1 and 14, because I went against the camp on it and broke it down for them. Ain't no way you can mistake what I'm saying and what they saying. And the thing about it, I give Geno Jennings this. He's a good motivator, but truth is truth. And to be honest, I got a little respect because he know a little something, but he don't understand what he read. And plus, he know more than them camps. It's not an endorsement. This is just me judging what's supposed to be judged correctly and fair. But he is a copy and paste preacher. Let's not get it twisted. He is a copy and paste preacher. Because this video and the video I just showed you of the Hebrew Israelites, it'll expose everything. So when you get through this video, you just gonna see the same thing after that. Then it's gonna start back over. And it's just gonna show the same thing, see? Same thing, watch. No. Well, anyway, you know, it is what it is, man. It's just a short video, man. Like, I don't care about, like I said, I don't care about these dudes getting views. And y'all shouldn't either. Y'all should be observing them like they're observing you. Because you got to think of this, man. Just think of this right here. All right, let's say, okay, we know America is a corporation, right? We know that America is a corporation. So America being a corporation, you know, it's no different from with your churches or your camps. Because T.D. Jakes is his own corporation. Creflo Dollar is his own corporation, and so and so. When you look on the camp side, IUIC, they own corporation, even though they like to steal big, they copy and paste pastors too. I mean, prophets, whatever they want to call themselves, but they false, all of them. Because if you're not directly letting your heart lead you to the scriptures, and you are vagrantly following somebody else's teachings, hoping to come up, you're a liar and a deceiver. Now, with these two videos, it's going to break down that pastor, apostle, whatever they want to call it. It's going to show you that he's stuck in his old ways of his gospel. Just like you will see with these camps. They'll go around preaching Jesus Christ, but then they'll hit you right back with that nation of 12 tribes stuff just to bait y'all in, and y'all fall for it. And you deserve it. You deserve it. I ain't gonna lie, you deserve it. And you know you deserve it if you fall for it. But like I'm saying, IUIC is a corporation. Sakari is a corporation. All of them have their own brand. They steady building corporations off the backs of you niggas. Not me. They building off you niggas because y'all don't know how to discern. Y'all hear somebody sounding good, preaching good. Is it the truth? Just like, bro, this is why I had to learn, not get caught up with how nice somebody sound. I had to really try to understand what this person is saying. Because if my understanding, if how this person understanding is, it won't be long before they understand and start spitting out my mouth. Same as the knowledge. And it's best, if you don't know nothing, keep your mouth covered. Close it. God is inside you. Let him speak. Hello. Yeah. Woo! We back, man. Sorry about the interruption. Man, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I believe it. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm back. Like, I really need y'all to view those two videos. And the video that I showed yesterday, Pastor, whatever they call it. They give them so many labels. You know what I mean? So many fables. You know, but my thing is, Pastor Janice, look up Deuteronomy 28 and 23, and then go from there, because you don't even understand Revelations 1:14. Neither did the camps. And y'all dumbasses went along with them. But like I say, these people are corporations, man. First Church of God or Truth of God. He says the truth of God, man, bro. Only thing y'all gotta do is look up Deuteronomy 28 and 23. That was so simple if he knew what he was reading. Like, it's a whole lot of things I find wrong with Geno Jennings' doctrines. It's a whole lot I find wrong with the camp doctrines. But they cannot find nothing wrong because they following it. I'm their daddy. If I don't put food on the plate, nobody can eat. But yet y'all hold these men in high self-esteem. But then don't know y'all are the slaves, modern day slaves. America is a corporation, just as the camps and the churches are a corporation. To keep all you niggas in bondage. Yeah, keep giving me that money, nigga. You work 6 days a week. For what? So just so the church or the camps could be one more nigga added to your tax list. You breaking your back for America, and you end up, when you get old, you're broke and busted. But see, these people, they smart. They said, look, man, we finna start us a corporation. They said, for us, though, if you got enough, how can I say it, assets to go back and forth from different countries to build church after church, camp school after camp school, because this is going to be a bad example, because the reputation is this ex-football player game. But Von Miller, he got his own or had his own chicken farm. Real chickens, organic. You can find many people that don't get much revenue or have assets as these so-called camps and churches and others. Like, it's people that have less revenue than they do, and manage to be able to do things. I mean, acquire the land. Shoot, my bad. I could even think back to I got to judge correctly, and I got to give straight weight. They prop, but they are copy and paste pastors too. Now, I give them they props because straightway they built their own stuff. But the camps ain't no different from the churches, which they say they all about their people. But how can you be about your people? You about yourself, buddy. You ain't about the people. You about yourself, buddy. You not about the people. IUIC is Alpha IUIC. GMS is Alpha GMS. ISUPK is out for ISUPK. Sakari is out for Sakari. And so is every other camp. And then the ones that supporting be the ones that done broke their backs and ain't got where these people said they was going to take them. We're going to take over America. And, well, and it's crazy. Y'all been spitting doctrine for years and years and years and years, and these people never even moved. But last year in January, I started. Y'all, I go back further than that. But last year, January, I started. And it's funny how many people jumped on that train I started, but don't nobody want to admit who did it. But they love taking. And this shows what type of people we really are. It becomes so cold, man. We don't even want to give, you can't be humble around my people. You got to be boisterous, loud. That ain't where I'm trying to get to. I was already there, loud and boisterous when I was in the streets. So that's something different. You know what I mean? Where I am now is above all these cheering in the game, thinking that they men. And it's funny how IUIC says they trying to get the kids an image to look up to. No, get a kid somewhere where they can get some food, where they build some. We got enough people selling clothing. We need supermarkets. We need food. We need banks. And the churches, they ain't doing their job. Because all that money these different corporations bring in, it don't go back to the neighborhood. They go back to the neighborhood to try to swindle some more money out your dumb asses. Hey, if you fall for it, it's on y'all, man. Beware, man. These people ain't no different from the Avon lady. They trying to sell something. You know what I mean? But when you look what they built, they just added on to what America already built. Churches. No matter what you call it, you can call it Israelite camp school or what church or whatever. Still the same damn mentality America was built off of. Getting your just due off the hard labor of the people. Because the people ain't got better sense to know they can learn the Bible on their own free. But they want to go to the places where they got to spend money. And then that shows you them the tricks. So, yeah, go and pimp that ass. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is your boy Joseph Israel, Jesus Justice League, man. I advise y'all for to really go watch these dudes. Observe them. Observe what they say in their sermons. Don't get caught up with all the theatrics. Observe what they say in their words. Then you can, if you have enough wisdom, you can discern. And if you can discern, you'll have enough understanding and knowledge to know whether they lying or telling the truth. So this is your boy Joseph Israel, Jesus Justice League, man, and we are out the building. Peace. We out.